Hello everybody, and we have sound, and welcome to Viscera Cleanup Detail. We are starting a brand new level today. We're going into waste disposal apparently. Now, we had a quick look at it last week, but let's just go straight into it. So I hope everyone's having a fun lockdown. I hope you are finding ways to keep yourself entertained. To see what I've been doing whilst I have been having actually less time free, strangely enough, then why not check on my YouTube channel. Yesterday I released a whole bunch of games. I released a whole bunch of videos about a specific game. I'll go into that in a minute. We've got to read what we're here to do. Tragic events within the facilities waste disposal sector have led to an unusually unhygienic situation. It is required of you to clean whatever filth will come off the walls, but keep in mind that an inspector will be arriving shortly and will expect proper sanitation protocol to be followed. If you should fail to present the job well done, you may just find yourself in a worse mess than before. Okay. So yes, so this is where we start. Now, oh, it's got to load. It's got to load. Yes, because we have the burner there, and we have the bucket, and over there, I believe, is the item bucket. But we don't necessarily need the item bucket. Oh, it's all a little bit jumpy. Come on, load. Yeah, we don't necessarily need the item bucket yet. Let's open this. Because the problem we currently have is... oh, it's very dark. It's back to a... oh, no. It's back to being a very dark level. And when we won't walk... oh, when we won't walk about... I don't know. I think there is. Can we get... let's have a light. We need a light. I'm not the biggest fan because they can... oh, I think I might have walked in that. Oh, or that. Whatever it was. Okay, it stopped. That's fine. Yeah, basically we have to... ooh, make sure that we clean up professionally, but we actually see what it is. Now you see, things like that, that's going to cause me an annoyance, because I should be able to get that off the ground, and that's clearly not a mess. Okay, well, while we're here, we can get rid of this kind of stuff. Now it's a little bit jumpy, I'm noticing. So I might try saving it and leaving it once I've got a certain distance off. I didn't tread in anything. Alright, we've got to get rid of this. There we go. Okay. This is off the floor for now. This I feel does have to be burned because they always do, but we're going to leave it there for the moment. Now, is this close to here? Because it's normally close to where you start. I think it's all the way up the other end. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We will leave it by the light so we can see it. This is a flare. I'm going to assume the flares go in the fire. But I don't know, so let's leave that there. There's an awful lot of don't knows at the moment. Okay, so let's start with bucket. Always start with bucket. But yeah, basically I have been attempting to play Sea of Thieves. Now, for anyone who has never played Sea of Thieves, I don't blame you. I'm going to be honest, I really don't blame you. It can be frustrating as hell. It really, really can. See what, we're going to close this so I can just get around the back here. But now, obviously, the way the game is supposed to work is that you are a pirate, but it is an MMO. So there are a lot of other players in there. And what you have to bear in mind is that a lot of them just want to troll. That is all they want to do. And you have to be prepared for the fact that they are going to do everything they can to make your life hell. I mean, yesterday, I think what happened, I can't be 100% sure, but I think what actually happened was people killed me, but then killed each other so that they could come into like the kind of the respawn area just to laugh that I was in there, kind of thing. Which again is weird. It's a weird thing to want to do. It really is. I don't get it. It's full of trolls. But then I'll play it for an hour, have like the best time, and not come into contact with anyone at all. Which is probably why it was a fantastic time. So it definitely does have its moments. Right, let's move this bucket over here now. Okay. Then let's... because basically I'm going to need to clean the floor until I can get to the item bucket and not track rubbish all over the place. Once I can do that, then I can just get the item buckets to clear up these little bits like that there. I don't want to have to walk all of that to the furnace every single time. So let's just... it looks like it's a mess, but I can't... oh, it's so difficult to tell. Plus I can't tell if my mop needs cleaning or not. Okay, that does. As long as I follow this path, I'm okay for now. Right, that cleared up the wall, so that's handy. Right, there we go. So that's at least up to that grate that I can walk on. Right, I'm pretty sure that is now a dead bucket, so let's carry on as we mean to. Get rid of all the buckets that we need to. Let's take this round. Oh look, someone's leaving footprints everywhere. I wonder who that could have been. Oh, oh, he smashed the wall all over the place. Okay. I haven't been looking up, even though you can see there is some stuff on the ceiling, but we can actually reach most of the ceiling without an extender, so we should be okay. Let's get rid of that. And get rid of that. Those were my footprints, I think. Now, bring the light forward. And we appear to have some here now. And again, I just can't tell when my mop is messy with this orange and green stuff. As far as I'm aware, other than that section there, the floor is actually clean on this main path, I think. Looks like there's still some there. Put you there. That needs to get rid of that. Right, I should have got rid of that completely. And then we'll keep going. Yeah, look, I can see it in the distance. We're going to make our way there. We're going to clean the floor at least. Oh, ah, oh, oh, oh. One too, oh, two too many. But yeah, I've been trying to keep myself busy, doing a whole variety of different things. But like I said though, it's surprising. I've been hearing other streamers and people saying this, but surprising how busy I am finding myself. Mainly because I've decided that not only am I streaming, I'm doing other things. And I'm finding that, yeah, just everything that I want to do is just taking a long time. Oh. I was lucky then, because I'm pretty sure I actually touched the messy floor. But oh, apparently not. That must be dirty. I'm not even going to chance it. Not even going to chance it. That looks like a dead bucket again. It's alright, you can have as many dead buckets as you need. Don't question where the water comes from. I'm pretty sure there's just a pump that comes out of here and filters it. But we are definitely getting through these buckets. Oh, no, we'll do it. Oh. We'll put it on there. We'll put it there. There we go. I'm not even doing walls. I just want to get to the item. Because I don't like doing bit here, bit there. I mean, if you've been watching me, you know I am incredibly OCD about certain aspects of things. And I have to do, if I'm doing something, I have to try and do it at the very best of my ability. And when it comes to cleaning, you have to do everything in one area. You can't just do a little bit here, a little bit there, and go back to do the rest. You have to do it all. Okay, I think that's the floor up to the stairs done. Yay, look at that. For the most part, by the look of it. There's still a little bit here, I think. There you go, that'll do for now. And I'm pretty sure up the stairs is fine. And then we'll put you down here. So we've got some mess on the grate, and then it looks like we can just get straight to the bucket dispenser. So let's bring this up with us. Oh, put you there. So I'm pretty sure this is, I'm going to clean it whether it needs it or not. There you go, see that? Look at that. I can actually get buckets now. So I'm not going to read that because we're not here yet. We have advanced to a part of the level we should not yet be. So with that in mind, I'm going to grab you and we will leave everything here. And ow, and come back. Problem is, can't see anything. I left my light. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Because I'm pretty sure we cleaned up everything in front of me. I'll wave my hand so you could to gesture what I've cleaned up, and you can't see that. Why can you see that? Let's go grab the light anyway. There we go. I did notice the gun hole machine, so that means there are definitely going to be bullet holes somewhere. And now what I'm also going to do is grab another bucket, now we're making sure we clean everything. Because now we're here. So... Still not sure about the road flares. I need to check with that, but... Let's close you. Let's get these out of here, because I can almost 100% guarantee that there is going to be somewhere for me to put these, and they're hiding. So I'm going to get them out of there so that I can see them. And the last one. I haven't looked properly, so there is a chance that I'll spot it as we go. I feel like I might have even noticed it last week. Okay, then what we'll do, we'll just quickly go, quickly just in case, because we can't really see anything, but just in case, that's all clean. Lovely. Okay, so that's that side done. We're not going to do that yet, because we can't physically get in the water from this side. So that's not part of this. But that all looks fine. It all looks fine. I mean, it doesn't, but I can't. I've physically cleaned what it will let me clean. Okay, so then we can now bring the light to this side. There's that. So we can't reach this ceiling, but it looks clean. It looks clean for now. So now we can pick up this rubbish, because we have ourselves a bucket. I get it's kind of, it's like half of the journey. But I don't care, I prefer having the buckets. The point of the buckets being there. And I'll do the same with the wet floor signs. When I actually clear everything, I'll put them probably in that corner there, where that man's torso is. So I don't know I can actually set the flares off, to be honest. Because I did try at one point and I couldn't find the button to do it. It must be a button. I just wasn't sure what it was. An arm. Oh yeah, that should fit. The torsos are going to be a bit too... Oh, okay, that's fine. I went over. I knew I wouldn't be able to see the water bucket. Oh, that was lucky, I tell you. Wormies, hey. Oh, I'm tracking. I can hear that I trod in something. I don't know what was that colour. Must be something on here. Okay, let's clean this up. Let's get rid of all of it. Get rid of all the blood. Oh, I picked up too much at once. There it goes. There we go. Doesn't that look better? Get rid of you, get rid of you. And, oh, good, I didn't think we'd be able to reach that bit. See, that is now looking a lot better. If we go for the corner, we got it all. Look at that. That is this part of the floor looking absolutely lovely. So we'll continue. So in fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you around there, because that will stop me from almost knocking it over every single time. And I've got a bit more of a clearer space to actually get here now as well. And then once we've done this, we'll have a look up and see if there's anything on the ceiling. So, normally these are slightly longer than average. However, today, probably only going to be an hour or so. And then tomorrow, we will be back with Genesis 01. Carrying on with the level that we had the other day. You know, I might leave a light here. Ah, too much. Didn't like it. I might get another light and just leave it in this corner so we can see, because we're always bringing it back, aren't we? Let's just grab another one. Might have a trail of lights, I think. Because we can burn them, it doesn't matter what we do with the lights, you know? Let's put you there we go. So now let's bring these over there. See, I know I can dispense these, but I just have the feeling that I'm going to get a notice to say that you know, a worker carried on with their job and found a flare and was blinded, because you get those kind of messages on this. So I'm thinking if I, there we go, we'll put them together. Now there was another, I moved all the flares from there now, I think I did, because then we've got one more here. Boom. We can grab the torsos now. Go. Here we go. So I think I'll do what I've done before. What there's a chance that I will do is I will probably save it, leave, and see what it says. If it warns me that that was a problem and that I did something wrong, then I can reload it and do that whole thing if I feel the need. So let's just make sure we did definitely get everything. Ceiling is fine. Yeah, it's a bit messy up there, but here it's fine. Make sure this whole corner is done. Then we're going to grab these, because there's only two here. Oh, no, not yet. I'm going to move the barrel, just not this moment. It's not really giving any light. Let's put it here. This is a bit more light here. The one thing we don't want is for it to explode, but it's at least giving a little bit more light there. I did just see that, don't worry. I'm going to put you here, because then I'm keeping them together. There you go, I saw it. Just make sure we get all of those, because yeah, I've noticed I've been not missing them, but I just haven't been paying as much attention to the blood that's kind of on those bits. Now we're going to put these in the corner so that they are neat and tidy, whether they need to go there or not. There you go. So that is, in theory, this whole section done, from the burner all the way down to where I'm standing, cut off at this line here. I am going to move these guys though, just because I want to make sure there's nothing behind them. So there we go. So that's kind of cleared up the area anyway. Makes it look better when they're on the side, I think. There we go. So that is nice and done. Lovely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this light here. Move it to about there, I think. There you go. Because now I've got a light all the way. This is lit. So that's perfect. And now we get a new light to go along here, as well as a new because I might as well carry on with this corridor rather than just like wandering off down there or down one of the other hallways. Let's just keep going with this corridor, I say. Well, I mean, that's a good start, I'd say. Clear up the ceiling. Lovely. Obviously, it could be messy the other side, but we can't deal with that because we can't physically see it from that side yet. This might seem slightly weird, but as far as I'm concerned, we can burn them. It really doesn't matter. As long as we get rid of all the lights, then I don't think it matters. Plus, the reason why I'm holding off from burning those is because I just have this feeling that they might explode because they're flares. They could explode. We have a barrel. Let's just move the barrel. I know there was one here and I moved it, but let's put this one there so it's at least out of my way for the moment. I'm going to assume that needs to be burned as well as this. I'm going to put that with them because I'm going to go and get another one of these buckets. Thank you. Very nice. Oh. I'm just going to place it. There we go. Perfect. Now, it's one of those things. I know I said I wasn't going to necessarily go down the corridor, but I can see some bullet casings and a leg. So there's a chance I might at least get the bullet casings while I'm here. Making sure that's not anything. Oh, aha! See, there was something there. It's difficult to tell, but you do need to just throw your mop at it and see what happens. One of the best ways to deal with that. Alright, I'm not going to go down there. I'm gonna deal with that separately, I think. Now, we did, in theory, clean all the floor. So we should only be looking... Why is that? Will it just not go? Okay, well, I'll tell you then. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that straight in there now then. You're going to be like that. In fact, I'm going to put it with this. Because I just don't know. I don't want to... Again, the problem with this game is if you burn the wrong things, you could also get in trouble. So that's the one thing I don't want to do. Is burn the wrong things. Let's clean this. Lovely. So we definitely did all the floor. Oh. Thank you. Okay. Let's get another one. I know. There's going to be loads, but who cares? What difference does it make? As long as we can get them. Alright, well you, my son, are going to go with the other things right here. There you go, so they're all together. I can't actually pick that up, can I? No. Okay, I was like, is that a thing I can do? Right, so there's more mess on the walls, but that's fine. Can't necessarily see it, but we definitely know it's there. There we go. Looks a a lot cleaner and nicer. And then we're going to keep going around. And as far as I'm concerned, that is all the blood and the mess from this whole area. Obviously we haven't gone in there yet, but this is interesting because that means there are bullet holes. Haven't seen any yet. Another goddamn flare. Oh, I could have sworn I hit that bucket then. It's alright. Oh, I'm on the bucket. I'm gonna kick it over. I know that I'm gonna kick that bucket over. Alright, so we've got some. Let's move this one to here. Oh, big mess. Oh, it's all the way back here. We need to move it. Well, I think this bucket's gonna die in a minute. I think that's a dead bucket, so we're gonna get rid of this, and when we get the new bucket, we can bring it forward. Pay it forward. Oh, I caught it. I was fine. I was prepared. There we go. Oh, it's doing it again. I didn't catch it. Now it's fallen on the floor. I tried. Okay, so the first thing is we're going to move this off. Then we'll clean this whole area. Because I'm not leaving this thing dirty. It's a hassle. There you go, that should be everything. We'll put it in the corner. There we go. Here we go, that's the wall all nice and clean. Oh. Just adding myself more stuff to clean. There we go. But we have got crates. But okay, so that looks like that is absolutely everything. I can't see there being anything I can't see there being anything like behind or under the crates, because that would just be unfair. However, you can't put it against them. There's a chance that that is the case. Okay, so they're together. And then, just to make sure, we'll clean up behind it. Does this say something? What does that say? It says crates, I think. Crates. It does say crates. I'm sure it does. So these crates are here for a reason. They're being stored here. Well, let's store them properly. If you're going to store stuff here, it has to be stored correctly. Otherwise, don't do it at all. So we will move these just so that there. And then this one. Oh, there was something on it. Let's put you over here. Because then actually we've been incredibly efficient, I think. For the, what is it, 40 minutes I've been doing this. Here we go. Because now we can grab you and just throw you down there. There we go. Because then in theory That's everything done. That's like... I can't see there being anything up there. That's like this whole area, all of this corridor, all the way down here, including the walls and the ceilings, all the way down here, and all the way down to there. All done. It's all done. We haven't gone into the water yet. And we haven't gone down the corridors yet. But I feel like that's incredibly efficient. If I can actually finish... Oh, there's one up here. That's handy. Okay, so we need a lot more. But now we're here, we can actually read this. Primary objective. Find your way through the water... Oh, the waste sector. Secondary objective. Endanger the neighbourhood. The waste sector is the only way through to the labs. Reports indicate that an alien life forms have been nesting in the entire section. Exercise extreme caution. Reach the outflow pump station and access the labs. Okay, well this sounds like the aliens that we saw in the lab in the previous episode. So I wonder if they are all kind of connected. If there is like a Marvel Universe story type thing going on. Alright, let's grab you. We do need another light though, because the one we've got isn't great. Oh, you can come down here and be with your mates. In fact, I'm going to grab you. I'm going to take this light. Put it like here, maybe. I think that's right. Oh well, I can't see in this section still. And I haven't found a place for barrels just yet. So let's move them down to here just so they are out of the way. I mean, that's what it comes down to. We just need to clear the area that we're currently cleaning. First aid, please. Lovely. Lovely, that's done. Now I don't know... We don't actually have one of these out, do we? This is the one that we have. Alright, well then let's start with these bits, because these are with the light, and then we'll move the light round. So we can... let's clear this whole... So that we've got the the kind of the inside corridor will then be clean and tidy other than the water section. That then gives me the option to kind of go down the pathways next week. There is some mess there. What we need to do though, start off with, is take you with your mates. It is a big plank, so we've got to be careful. We don't knock anything over as we go. Oh, I'm stuck on the machine, I think. Yeah, there is a... Okay. Okay. Yeah, there is. There's this one. Alright, well, we'll get... There's not much, but we'll get rid of it anyway. Because it was in the way, and we're not using it now, so... That's fine. Because now we can see some of the rubbish that was here. We're going to make better use of this one than we did of the one we just threw away. Lovely. And then 2 more crisp packets. Crips. And then That should be all the rubbish there, but we need to get those. Wiggle them down. There we go. Get rid of some of the air between them. We can move these down here. There we go. Because then we're already kind of doing our organising as we go as well. I think this is a good way of doing it. There we go. Plus we need to do this to make sure there's anything to clean. I've just seen another... Oh. This barrel keeps... not barrel. That crate keeps making noises when I bang it, which is interesting. It doesn't look like it's dirty in this corner, so I don't need to mop it, I don't think. Oh. Let's put you on there, because I did notice another one of you. So I can actually leave you... Oh. And I'll grab you. Yep, there you go. See how organised this is? Yeah, cause it's just because I'm being probably slightly faster than I normally would be. But I know I'm not going to be on for as long as I normally am, so I want to kind of get as much done whilst I am on as possible. Lovely. Oh, this thing's gonna kill the frames. Nothing on the ceiling. When I go to burn it, it's gonna eat the frames alive, I think. Lovely. And then it's a good point. I thought the oh, there it is. I thought the machine to get rid of the USBs would be here, and I hadn't seen it, but I hadn't looked, if we're being honest. So we'll get rid of those two next. There's one in there as well, so we'll get rid of that one too. Completely missed. Oh, and then we'll grab you as well, as you're there. And then we'll go... You are welcome. Will these fit? Because I've got a lot of stuff in here now. See, the little wormies really need to. I'm going to have to walk very slowly, I think. Alright, that's going to have to be it, I think, for this. Everything calm down. Just calm yourself. I think the body parts were heavier, so they've sunk to the base. Oh, come on. Come on, no, nothing come out. You're all good. You're all... Oh, something came out. What did I say? What did I just say? Okay, so we'll... If I can get that in a minute. Get ready to lose all the frames. Literally lost every frame. Alright, let's burn this. Lovely. I'm going to take these up. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I'm carrying two at once. Oh, something else fell out. Because I did see something. Yeah, there we go. Something did fall out. Okay. Nothing was listening to me, apparently. Is that something else as well? No, it wasn't. No, it looked like it was, but no, I don't think it was. Okay. Oh, we missed a couple of bullets. Well, that's fine, because we've missed a load of bits here as well. Let's grab this. I mean, they must have been using these flares for light, you would have thought, but no one used them. They're all unused. One of these. What's going to be interesting is if there is a place to put the not the crate, the barrels. If there is a place to put the barrels, it's not here. Well, unless it's in that corner there. I haven't come across any more lines on the floor, which means, yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's nowhere else to put the barrels, which is interesting because there are an awful lot of them. Is that all of the bullets? Looks like it. I still can't see bullet holes. I haven't seen it. I still can't see any bullet holes. Oh! Oh no. Don't know if any fell out yet. We'll have to wait and see. Lovely. Let's clean this. Oh, I might have to do that first. I feel like that's a dead mop bucket as well, if we're being honest. But I am going to have to take the torsos to the bin. So let's bring this down there. Move that up against the wall. Because once they're out the way, it allows me to see what I'm physically up against. There is already a light that side, but I think there needs to be one that side as well. Okay, so a little bunch of bits. A small collection of bits. Which were clearly neatly piled. But, oh. And then we've got the torso, we've got the leg. Okay, the leg should fit in theory. It has done in the past. There you go. The same with the arm. It's a small arm, so that'll be, should be fine. There we go. Alright, let's take the torso now. As long as it doesn't touch anything, then it's pretty much a straight shot straight to the furnace, so it's not too bad actually. And we'll get the other piece. That way we've got rid of every little piece. And then yeah, this whole corridor, minus the bit in the water, because I can still see that blood out the corner of my eye. That is then all done. That is all done. The wall looks... Oh, okay, the wall wasn't clean. And that's the best way to tell. Right, now it's a dead bucket. Okay, so let's... And that's why it's worth every now and then just going over it like this, because that way you can tell. There we go. Oh, don't go. Oh, that's fine. There we go. And now we've got some of the rubbish here, and then that is done. would say, and in perfect time as well. I'm going to do... Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff. I'm going to get rid of the bucket, the water bucket as well, because that is obviously a dead bucket. There we go. Okay. So we'll get rid of the water bucket as well. This one up here. The one down there has hardly been used, so that one's fine. I might even put it by the hole. Well, what are you going to do? I don't think it affects anything once it's in there, but I might have to just keep an eye on that. Okay, so then you can now then come here. Because I'm probably going to be going in there first. Because this is definitely the first one. If I'm going to... well, what I'm going to do next week, because this is probably going to be where I finish it for the time being. So, what I'm going to do next week is I'm going to go in the water, pick up all the barrels, clean up the walls, and then that leaves this entire area clean and tidy. We've only got that, we've got that, and we've got the other one. What I'm going to do before I go is just clear these out of there. Make sure that that corner is clean. Plus again, if one of these hallways has an area to clear up the barrels, then I want to make sure that I don't lose or miss any with them hiding in the corner. Okay, and the last one. Lovely, so let's just check. No, it looks fine. Let's just give it a quick douse. Oh, I know that would open because as soon as I hit it I was like, ash. But I do know there's something on the floor here, I think, because I saw it in the light. Okay, but that is where I'm going to leave it. So, we are now, as far as I'm concerned, we are clean. We've cleaned the walls, the floors, the ceilings. We've thrown away everything that needs to be thrown away. We've organised everything at the moment that we can see needs organising. I haven't seen any bullet holes yet, but I can see the gun. So we just need to keep an eye out for those. And we've got 3 tunnels to complete. So, this could be the shortest video I've made as far as cleaning up is concerned. Next week, join me to see what is left down these tunnels. Yeah, if you want to catch me tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming at the same time. And I'm going to be streaming Genesis Alpha 1. So, come and join me, see how we do with our planetary exploration then. Thank you so much. See you again next time.